Hello, my name is Dr. David Hoffert, and I serve as Superintendent of Warsaw Community Schools. And today I want to take just a couple minutes and share a little bit of the state of Warsaw Community Schools. As we head into the second semester of the 2021-22 school year, it gives us an opportunity just a little bit to reflect on the past first semester and also do a little bit of foreshadowing of what we'll see here in the coming months. So I want to start off by who and what is Warsaw Community Schools? First of all, we have a 177-year history inside of our local community with public education. That is one of the longest standing school corporations in Northern Indiana. We have roughly 6,800 students, pre-K through 12th grade. Our enrollment has stayed very steady even through COVID-19. We do expect a little bit of an uptick here in the future years, just due to demographics and birth data of students that will be coming through our schools. We are the third largest employer in Kosciuszko County with over 1,200 employees, not including our volunteers and substitute teachers. We are a very diverse background as well. We have 25 plus native languages coming into our schools. And every day when we talk about the geography of Warsaw Community Schools, we have over 13,000 miles of bus routes per day picking up and dropping off students. We're also proud to host an adult education program, and one of the highlights of the year is always in June as they go through their graduation and they're working on workforce ready skills. When we talk about achievements here from first semester, and actually it goes back a little bit farther than that even, one of the biggest achievements is staying open. We know from the spring of 2020 how important our schools truly are, and our number one priority is to stay open and stay open safely for our students, parents, and community. Because we understand that a school is much more than just a school building itself. We're providing the academic needs. Sometimes we're providing the food security to students, the social interactions that take place every single day, and a safe environment. We also know that our local economy depends very strongly on our schools being open. So huge kudos go out to all WCS employees, volunteers, parents, and community that have rallied around to make sure. And again, I'm very happy to say that we have not had to cancel a single academic event, sporting event, closed a school. We've been able to stay open all the way to this point through COVID-19. When we talk about the operations side of Warsaw Community Schools, I wanted to spend just a couple minutes and talk about our finances. Warsaw Community Schools is in very, very good financial standing. We are one of the lowest tax rates for schools in the state of Indiana. In 2022, you're going to see our tax rate even continue to go down, and that's because a lot of our thriving local industry. We also have a 10-year facility plan and a 10-year fiscal plan that we're always watching to be able to make sure that we are budgeting wisely with the dollars that have been entrusted to us by our local community. When we talk about our most valuable resource, working with our students, we're talking about our teachers and staff. And I want to send out a huge thank you to our state legislature and to our governor for the additional funds that they allocated to schools this last year. Those funds were able to go straight into salaries. This last year, we had historic raises for our teachers. We were able to set in place a 2-year contract. Warsaw Community Schools is one of the highest starting salaries for teachers in Northern Indiana. We were also able to do a pandemic stipend that went to all of our full-time employees and be able to say thank you for, again, the extra work that we know that has happened because of COVID-19 and some of the changes that it has caused. Our number one goal is to recruit and retain the best and being able to provide that for our students. One of the ways that we're able to do that is through professional development. And I wanted to highlight just a couple of our professional development pieces here from first semester. We have an ongoing partnership with the University of Virginia, where we're working on school-wide improvement, goal setting, and localized metrics. We also have our expansion of our dual language immersion programs. Right now, our students are K through 5. We realize that they will be going towards those middle school years very quickly, and so we've been spending a lot of time researching and putting plans in place for that middle school program. Response to intervention, RTI, is also an important component inside of our professional development, especially coming out of COVID-19 and some of the learning gaps that have been identified. This helps us to be able to identify those academic gaps quickly and be able to address them with the proper means. And then science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM education. We understand that due to our local industry, both with orthopedics and agriculture, this is a critical component in creating a future workforce. And so we now have 4 STEM certified elementary schools, and we also have nationally recognized programs at the middle school and high school with Project Lead the Way. This last year, we were also entrusted by the federal government with what were called CARES Act dollars. Those dollars help provide us the COVID supplies to be able to keep our schools open. We've also been able to support some wellness initiatives with our staff members. We've also been able to work with before school and after school care programs with nonprofits here in our local community, along with special learning opportunities for all students. One of the other components that we are very proud of, and we feel like Warsaw Community Schools has become cutting edge inside of this, is graduate programs. We believe that our teachers and staff members are lifelong learners, and helping them to be able to reach some of their dreams is through the encouragement of graduate level degrees. Through the CARES Act dollars, we were able to scholarship and host cohorts with Bluffton University and Indiana State University. We hope that we'll be able to run even a second grouping of cohorts here in the next couple of years. So why is this such an important investment? Because we believe that if we invest in our teachers, it gives them the skills and the keys to be able to invest directly inside of our students. When we talk about facility planning, we've had a number of upgrades that have taken place here over the last 6 months. Harrison and Eisenhower received upgrades of paint and carpet. There have been classroom renovations at Warsaw Community High School, the Warsaw Area Career Center, and Lakeview Middle School. As we've gone into those classrooms, we've worked on infrastructure, which includes HVAC units, carpet, paint, technology, security upgrades that have happened in these areas and across the school system. Some of our next steps are to continue to address Warsaw Community High School and the Warsaw Area Career Center. Inside of finishing up classrooms, the entryway, hallway expansion, and infrastructure. We're also continuing to evaluate the needs at Lakeview Middle School, along with many other buildings inside of our school corporation. The reason why we have, again, that 10-year plan is to make sure that we are budgeting accordingly to make sure that, again, it is not an impact that comes back to our community. School safety is also a key in everything that we do here inside of Warsaw Community Schools, because we know that every day parents are dropping off their most valuable resource, and that is their children, and trusting us with their care. We have a round-the-clock collaboration with our local authorities to ensure that our schools are a safe environment. We have also set up an anonymous tip line that can be accessed through school iPads. There's also a phone number that goes with it, and it is on our school website. When we talk about the picking up and dropping off of students, we understand how important our transportation department is inside of those needs. And again, we've continued to upgrade both security cameras on the buses and also lighting upgrades on the outside of the buses so that people can be able to see the school buses from a far distance away. As we look at academics inside of Warsaw Community Schools, once again, the expansion of our DLI and STEM programming. Also, our community really stressed the need for a personal finance class for all students at the high school, and that has been implemented here this last year. When we talk about academic achievement by our students, last year, over 800 students were able to earn over $1.5 million worth of dual and AP college credit. Along with that, we partnered with our Kosciuszko Community Foundation, and our students were awarded over $343,000 in local school scholarships. And those scholarships went right with students, along with that dual and AP credit, into their post-high school, college, and career classes. Students, and again, this is a wonderful resource to our community and to our students, have over 40 different career pathways that they can choose from. Things that again, are hardly imaginable in different career paths that are out there. Our students have the opportunity to pursue those dreams. 2 years ago, we asked our community to come together through survey work and focus group work to create a strategic plan for our next 5 years. This September, we brought the community members back together and asked them to help us create metrics and next steps inside of those plans. We want to be able to share those with our community, and so bi-monthly we have an updated newsletter that is going out about our 4 strategic initiatives, and again, the steps and metrics that are in place to help us reach those. And we highly encourage people that as those newsletters come out to take a look at them and provide us feedback along the way. As we end the State of the Schools address here tonight, I want to reach out one more time for help and a thank you. First of all, like all schools throughout the nation, there is a shortage in support staff. If you know somebody that is looking for a job, or you personally are looking for a job, we have open positions with school bus drivers, paraprofessionals, food service, custodial, and substitute needs inside of our classrooms. Also, if you say, you know what, I'm not looking for a job, but I am willing to volunteer, please reach out to your local school here in the community. We would love to have your assistance, even if it's only a couple of hours a week, to be able to work with our students and help them to be fulfilled inside of our school mission. Also this spring, we are going to be recruiting new teachers. And so if you know somebody that has an education degree, we would love to talk to them this spring about opportunities inside of Warsaw Community Schools. When it comes to school safety, we use the word see something, say something. If you hear of something that does not seem right, please call your local school. Also, again, the anonymous tip line that we do have set up. As COVID has continued to impact our local community and national community, please continue to monitor symptoms with your children as well. We want to make sure that healthy students are able to stay in school, and we want to make sure that if a student is experiencing COVID symptoms, that they stay home until those symptoms are completed. So the last thing that I can say is encouragement. As a former history teacher, I used to always tell my students, when you saw a veteran out in the community, please take time just to say thank you to them. The same thing is true with our teachers and our teaching staff. If you see our staff members, if they've made an impact inside of your personal life, in your children's life, or if you just see them making an impact in the community, your thanks goes a long way with them. Thank you again for surrounding around our schools. We are so proud of the public education that we are able to provide here in our local community, and we honestly could not do it without your help.